Hey kids, it's Pastor Travis, and this is Thursday's Thoughts.
Kids, how you guys doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm sure you had a great week. I know my week has been very busy, but it's been a good week altogether.
As you can see, I've cut my hair.
Well, not me personally, but somebody else who actually knows how to do it. Cut my hair.
And it's pretty good. And I have shaved.
That's right. The big, bushy beard that Pastor Travis has been wearing for quite a while is gone.
The happiest person of all is Miss Donna because she's not a big fan of the beard. I gotta be honest. I'm not a big fan of the beard myself. Anytime I've grown a beard, I always remember this one thing. I do not like it. It gets itchy. It gets annoying. It's very frustrating to have.
Food gets stuck in it. Water's stuck on it. And Miss Donna doesn't really like kissing a gigantic, bushy-faced person. It's not her thing.
Well, since I was growing this beard, I was thinking about how sometimes we end up going away from God and we do something called backsliding. No, not that. Backsliding is you're in a place with God, you're in a good relationship with Him, and you slide away from Him. You slide back into sin. You slide back into the things that you used to do. And to be honest, it's a slow slide. It doesn't necessarily happen right away. It's not like you just one day wake up and go, I'm no longer following Jesus, just like that. You can say that that's how it is, but it's not true. It's generally things that have happened in your life and decisions that you've made one after another that have pulled you away from Jesus and put you back in that place of sin.
I thought about my beard, and I thought, you know what, as much as I don't like that beard, as much as I can't stand it, and it's gone, and I'm happy when it's gone, why would I go back to it? Why would I go back to this annoying beard that itches me, that's terrible, that nobody likes? It doesn't make me pleasant, and to be quite honest, it makes me look a little bit more scary. Why would I go back to that? I don't like it. Nobody likes it. It's not good. Why would I go back to that?
Because it's comfortable? Because it's something I know? Because it's the only thing I know? Sadly, that's the way we are with sin. And so it makes no sense to me why we would go back. It's like as if I were to take this razor here and kind of do like an anti-shave and start putting the beard back on. And if that could happen, let's see. See, we've had sin in our life, and we decided at some point that we're going to get rid of that. We're going to turn our lives over to Jesus, and so we've gotten rid of our sin. We took all that sin that was on us and threw it away. But now we're sad because we remember that sin, and now we want to go back to that comfortable place. So we start adding that sin right back onto us. This is more of a sin adder than a beard or mustache remover.
I like to call this my roadie stash for a rock and roll band. Yeah!
When our sin is removed, we're clean. We're no longer dirty. We no longer have those things holding us back. We no longer have those things hindering our lives. So why do we want to go back to them?
See, we've been made clean. I mean, we no longer have that issue from that sin. So why? Why would we go back to it? Proverbs 26:11. A dog eats what it throws up, and a foolish person returns to his foolishness. See, that's what that sin is like, is you're going back to something foolish. You're going back to your own disgusting things that you got rid of. You removed it from your body, but you're going back to it. I mean, when you guys are sick and you throw up, you don't go back and scoop it out of the toilet or off the floor or out of the trash can and go, oh, I didn't want to waste that cheeseburger. No, that's disgusting. I'm going to vomit myself.
I don't know if you have dogs or not, but I've had dogs in my life, and I've seen them. It's disgusting. They throw up, usually their food or something, not necessarily because they're sick, like usually what happens when you and I, like a virus or something like that, but they just eat too much food, they throw it up, and then they go right back to it, and they go,
waste not, want not. I don't know if that's the best way to be resourceful there, dog. I mean, what's more disgusting than going back to your vomit? That's gross. That's all the food that you would eat, things that you drink, and it's all coming back up, and it's chunks of stuff, and everybody knows there's probably going to be carrots in there, even though you haven't had carrots in like months. And you're going to go back to that? Ugh. Now see, we may not always go back to something disgusting like eating our vomit, but going back to our sin, That is definitely disgusting. Well, there you go, guys. It's all back now. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. See, I went back to something that annoyed me, something that was bad, that's something that wasn't good for me. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a beard. And having a beard is certainly not sinful. Not at all. I mean, after all, Jesus most likely had a beard, so did Moses. Probably almost every single man in the Bible had a beard. There might have been a few women too. I don't know. They didn't talk about that. But see, I'm using it as an example. See, my beard, it was something that was kind of annoying, something that prevented me from doing other things, something that was a nuisance, a hazard. And I got rid of it. But then I decided, you know what? I want to go back to it. I wasn't satisfied with my new life. In fact, I so much wanted to go back to my old life that I said, I need to put my beard back on right now, no matter how much it annoys me, no matter how much it's terrible. And now food's going to get stuck in it every single time I eat. The allure of sin, because it's something we're comfortable with, because it's something where we used to be and we liked it and it was good and it was part of us. What we need to realize is that we're no longer that person that we were. We're no longer stuck in that sin like we used to be. No, in fact, we're made new. Let's take a look at another scripture here. 2 Corinthians 5:17. If anyone belongs to Christ, he is made new. The old things are gone. Everything is made new. Everything. What is everything?
Everything is everything. Everything. Oh, yeah.
Everything is made new. Every single part of your entire life, everything that's a part of you, you're all made new. You're no longer who you were. So why get stuck back with how you were? Instead, be new. When you get rid of the old, stay that way. Stay new. Don't go back to the old. Don't be like that dog. If I throw up, I'm not going to go back to it. Just know that, because that's the truth. Because I am made new, and I will no longer go back to the old.
Be new. Be who God created you. Be the person that God has designed for you initially, and follow through with that. Follow Christ. Do exactly what He's told you to do. Follow that path for your life. Be new and constantly be made new. Be made no longer the way you used to be. Don't go back to that old sin. Don't go back to the old way. Don't go back to something just because it was comfortable. Stick with what is good for you. Stick with what is right. Stick with what God has for you.
I guarantee you, it's going to make things better. No matter how rough things are, no matter how difficult things are, following Jesus, following Christ, it's always going to be better because you have hope. You have hope. I'd rather sit there, not have anything, and hope that one day I would have something. And then if I don't have anything, well, oh well, I didn't lose anything. I'd much rather live like that than to not have anything and live my life going, well, I'm never going to have anything. My life's always going to be terrible. It's always going to be cruddy. Bing. No, I would much rather live my life with hope. So whether you believe in Jesus or not, that's up to you. That's between you and God. But I got to tell you, for those who do believe Jesus, you can agree with me here that when we have troubles, we have that hope, and it makes it so much easier to get through those troubles. Doesn't mean we don't have troubles. It just means that we have a hope as we're going through them.
All right, kids, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you have an awesome, fantastic week. Get the best out of the summer that you possibly can, all right?
All right, kids. I'll talk to you all later. Love you guys. God bless.